T'es mal style.
Welcome to my very own George's workshop. With the participation of the municipality of Sent-Эгзиль, we are organizing a great treasure hunt for youngs and less youngs. 7 of my famous puzzle tables are hidden at different locations in the village. If you succeed in solving one, you will win a token. Don't share the answer with the others. The first to get all the village tokens will have an...
Te revoilà. Ne m'oublie pas.
Welcome to my very own George's workshop. With the participation of the municipality of Sent-Эгзиль, we are organizing a great treasure hunt for youngs and less youngs. 7 of my famous puzzle tables are hidden at different locations in the village. If you succeed in solving one, you will win a token. Don't share the answer with the others. The first to get all the village tokens will have an incredible prize. Nico the robot is there to receive your tokens and reward you accordingly for each piece. Don't forget, there is only one rule to complete my trademarked Jaws table. Put the magnetic ball through the metal hoop. Good luck, and I hope to see you all very soon with Nico the robot. Not suitable for children under 4 years old. Play with moderation.
Again. These cabinets were in the lighthouse, too. They record signals coming from the sea. What were they trying to listen to? I recognize this computer computer. It's in the lighthouse, too. Enter coordinates. What coordinates? These signals they receive, are they talking? Is it even for us? What are you doing here? Is that a message for them? Are they using these antennas? I had almost forgotten that dream. This door can be unlocked from the other side. All right.
May the force be with you. The next, good luck with this puzzle. You know it as well as I, the devil hides in the details. The solution of this puzzle too.
No puzzle can resist me. excellent. The flower house once belonged to the Vinio family, which played a leading role in local agriculture. The basement illustrating the former activities of the family can be visited during Heritage Days. An ingenious controllable water supply system of the White Manor made it possible to supply the property if necessary. Ran out of battery a long time ago. Makes this whole house seem stuck in time. I swear, officer, it's not a break-in. The back door was open. Nothing. Someone left a tape. Journaling is not just for grown-ups.
Dad, science, we are moving again. The electrician came to change the old digit code in the basement. Because you weren't there, he asked me for a code, and I want to play a game. You never play with me, so now you will have to find the answer all by yourself. It's a 4-digit code. The first is the hour on the living room clock, the one you never replaced the batteries for. Then I put the minute. And then I put the number of boat sails in the house. Have fun!
I have never seen a ship like this. I like the colors of this boat. I would like to be very small and climb in it. Yar! Ran out of battery a long time ago. Makes this whole house seem stuck in time. Ran out of battery a long time ago. Makes this whole house seem stuck in time.
Bugatti.
Dad, science we are moving again. The electrician came to change the old digit code in the basement. Because you weren't there, he asked me for a code, and I want to play a game. You never play with me, so now you will have to find the answer all by yourself.
Can't do that now. Can't do that now.
It's a 4-digit code. The first is the hour on the living room clock, the one you never replaced the batteries for. Then I put the minute. And then I put the number of food sales in the house. Have fun!
The door is blocked by the snow. Ran out of battery a long time ago. Makes this whole house seem stuck in time. The door is blocked by the snow. The door is blocked by the snow. Excellent. The plate is right there, just in front of me. It was complicated, but we always knew you would end up in my hands.
Tu m'avais manqué.
Yes, here we are. I will finally find out what this crypt is hiding from me. Desecrations of tombs and vaults. Everything was true. Badges and clothing stolen from Lacren. The devotees planned to strike a blow and take control of the lighthouse. At the same exact moment, people discovered their sordid staging in the church.
Remember that if you are here with me tonight, it's because it has chosen you too, my most devoted. We have been preparing for months. The direction...
I understand why the town stopped ordering these. Know what? I will help myself. Generously.
Our destiny will finally shift. We've done everything. The protect...
They still had some gas in the tank. They were not ready to stop anytime soon.
...wanted us to do. We offered it the bodies of all those who wronged it. Each family, through generations, has repaid its debt. Their children's turn has come. Tomorrow, and that's a promise, we will finally be able to get in touch with it. Many people will stand in our way, but their efforts will be in vain. Once the village feast is over, when people will discover our messages in the church, we will infiltrate the light.
This music sheet must be important if she hid it here. It must allow access to information that she kept preciously for herself. Yes. To complete such maps, she most likely found a high vantage point.
House and take over the basement. We know that the Rock-El-Cel has equipment to send the message, and we will use it to contact our divinity. Patrick, you will block the front door of the lighthouse so that no one can get out. Elaine, you will help me in the basement. As for the others, you will take care of sending our new offerings. The information that you stole from the ornithologist at the top of the bell tower was decisive. He thought he understood the world by observing the air, without knowing that the truth was hiding at the bottom of our sea. These observations and the offerings we made from the beaches of Sent-Эгзиль allowed me to know where the entity was waiting for us to contact it. Doubt may cross your minds this last night, but be reassured. All our spiritual pains are also our chances of redeeming ourselves. We have reached the point of no return. Tomorrow is our big day. Rest and meet me near the lighthouse at 11 a.m.
It was really soporific, but I managed to finish the book found in the church. There is a lot of information about this place and the village in general. It's sad, but it wasn't such a bad evening in comparison. If we go back many centuries, Sent-Эгзиль experienced a much more sumptuous period. Originally, this village was only a small fishing hamlet by the sea, but it was located on the only road between two larger villages on the coast. It is with the cooperation of 4 great figures that the village developed and experienced its greatest activity. the Vigneaults, who ensured the agricultural activity of the village, the Durault family, who were dedicated to fishing activities. The atmosphere is incredible. The Duc de Bliard, who ensured nothing. The defense of the village with his soldiers. And finally, the Abbot Royot, in charge of the spirituality through its church. That bell is gigantic, but this one won't bring chocolate eggs for Easter anymore. Thanks to the progress brought by this collaboration, Sent-Égzil had nothing. Been able to develop for 100 years. But, sadly, during the following centuries, the village did not know the destiny that we imagined, and this prosperity turned into a distant memory. In remembrance of this period, which still resonates until today, these personalities were honored with the presence of a tomb that are located in the narthex and in the transept of the church. They also built a cross at the end of the Assumption Church that is a receptacle for 4 plates, each illustrating one of the families. Once this ornithologist had the courage to go upstairs every time? Either you're committed, or you aren't. I really hope to find answers to my questions. Here, these plaques are gathered and placed on the cross to allow the inhabitants of Sent-Égzil to have a moment of commemoration for its history and its ancestors. No doubt, there was an ornithologist here. There are most likely no better places to study birds in nature. This chair is completely torn up. You spent a lot of time here, didn't you? Compilation of observations on nature and animals. This document is heavy. He's been compiling information for months and months. It will take me some time to study it. Please bring me some answers. I'm so tired. He also left me some kind of nautical maps. That's the sea depth of the village's surroundings. Pages seem to have been torn out of these documents. She must have found a place to send the signal and kept it to herself. I will probably be able to sort through the tapes the spy stole and find out if the lighthouse had any luck recording this thing underwater. With these maps, it will give me the right spot to send that signal. But I need to read through this all first. While I was crossing the church to reach the altar, I noticed light coming from an inaccessible room located just below. It's probably a kind of forbidden crypt, but then why would there be light inside? Considering the police are looking for cult members, this would be a perfect place for them to regroup in total secrecy. There's a procedure to follow to unlock the crypt's access. I could never open that one. But it's going to be complicated. The door lock is linked to a mechanism inside the memorial cross. If I place 4 commemorative plates, the cross will unlock the door automatically. Well, supposedly, at least. Right now, only one of the 4 plates is inserted on this cross. The one honoring the Duc de Bliard. The others are scattered in various places in Sent-Égzil. I have to go to the church to learn a little more about the other plates. They seem to be commemorating specific families whose tombs are inside the church itself. My investigation is turning into a treasure hunt. How great. Oh yeah, let me catch my breath. Since I deactivated the jammer on the keys of Sent-Эгзиль, the fountain completely locked. React sort of like portals, allowing me to see the village under the snow, as if I was switching over several months later and rediscovering everything in another season. When I approach Rocky from the fountain, the water gradually begins to light up. If the pebble comes into contact, everything changes immediately. I can literally change the weather in Sent-Эгзиль on command. I read somewhere that the fountains were built a very long time ago, and that their source is the same groundwater deep under the village. That doesn't explain to me why it does that, but I prefer to warn you. Do you think there would be the same type of rock under the village directly? The only downside to all this is that triggering the storm using the rock doesn't work if it's snowing. And, well, it's super cold, too. Did I ever tell you about the sea column? It's the only thing I like about this hell. If you could see them, you would love them too. These are huge columns of water that start from the sea and rise slowly towards the sky, to infinity. They exude a feeling of quiet strength, serene power. And they carry with them rocks which gravitate alongside them throughout their ascent. I don't know how to describe it, but This is very weird. This is very weird, Pierre. I found some ultra-bright and colorful sphere in this village. When I approach it, I start feeling like I'm being transported to a totally surreal world. A blinding world. Rather calm, in which the water can go up the waterfalls. Like these columns of water. Have you seen them too? Compared to the daily grind, it's a rather pleasant world to sink in. It feels quite cold, though. In this dreamlike environment, I walk through Greek and Roman vestige, just like those we saw on our trips before moving to the coast. I have the feeling of being constantly exposed to things that we experienced in the past. It allows me to cling into many memories of our arrival in Sent-Эгзиль, and all the events that took place before I was left alone here. Strangely, it's missing some points. I should continue decrypting the tapes. I have the feeling that time no longer passes when I find myself in this alternate world. Am I imagining this? Am I starting to daydream? Am I totally crazy, Pierre?
In 1977, an ultra-low frequency sound was picked up by scientists south of the Atlantic Ocean. But no one succeeded in identifying the structural composition of this acoustic phenomenon, and many theories were put forward. Spy submarine, human aeronautical activities on the surface, or even tests of explosives resonating through the abyss. The case remained closed for 2 years until a second sound was recorded 2,000 kilometers from Namibia. This time, the subject worried specialists. The position of the two recordings suggests the movement of something. In 1984, the sound was picked up again, several times around the Bermuda Triangle, Governments in many countries decided to classify all information about this issue as confidential, and the general public was kept away. While tracking other countries' progress, our Secret Service Rorqual, a scientific project mainly dedicated to the understanding of unknown oceanic noises. We then decided in 1987, based on what we found in the village of Sent-Эгзиль, and considering that this last signal was recorded off the coast of French Brittany, that it made perfect sense for me to start our investigation here. During my time, I discovered a platform for listening and monitoring seismic activities at the heart of the lighthouse. Only recently, and thanks to an information trading deal I made with the cult, I got myself recruited there as a maintenance agent. It allowed me to find that the lighthouse crew is, in fact, following the movement of an object which turns out to be a French military submarine. So was it only a submarine that we tracked from the beginning? But its movements are inconsistent. How did it produce this noise that we regularly pick up? I copied a lot of tapes and left them inside the hideout, but they're all still encrypted. I was hoping to get more information from it, but I spotted a car in front of the house tonight, and it's clearer than ever now that my time to leave has come. Infiltrating the cell in the heart of the lighthouse made me realize that the French government is very concerned about the development of the situation here in Sent-Эгzilь. The development of the sect, as well as the growing anomalies observed in the population and nature, are monitored in a sustained manner. They came to realize that if they do not act, this situation will eventually draw the attention of the entire country to Sent-Эгzilь. I had, in my hands, documents detailing an operation called White Medusa, the purpose of which was to methodically isolate and capture everybody in the village. Do they think that the people here are all sick or contaminated with something? Or do they mean to sweep this affair under the rug? They seem to foresee two possible scenarios for carrying out Operation White Medusa. As if by coincidence, there are incidentally two events which attract almost all the population in the same place. The village festival, which takes place during a whole weekend, or a fair organized by the village school. I was able to reconstruct on the map the assaults considered in each of these possible scenarios. A large number of troops will be deployed, and they can easily prevent anyone from escaping by blocking the main accesses and roads. They will proceed using heavy trucks and toxic gas to control and direct the crowd toward them. The inhabitants of Sent-Эгzilь have a Damocles sword over their head, but they don't know of its existence.
Let's listen to what the Rorqual cell recorded at the coordinates found by the ornithologist. I'm sure it's just a big fish. Dolphins! But that doesn't help me much. Gotcha. One location down. Okay, so you were there too.
Still does not seem recorded. At our level, we confirm that the residual image has changed coordinates. The ghost ship will soon be within range, awaiting your orders. Transmission 10:43, 80 seconds.
A fisherman? Not really interesting.
Located above the layer of the wheel.
Awaiting confirmation.
Before diving below 350 meters.
Found you, damn submarine.
75th day in our immersion. The laser is finally operational following the repairs.
Three coordinates validated. That should help me pinpoint the location. 3 coordinates validated. That should help me pinpoint the location. Let's use these maps on the projector now. I have all the points now. Let's try to make one of these maps fit. That's it! The first coordinate is when they approached the area and detected something with their instruments. Then, they circled around the ghost ship and sent out a probe which never returned. The last recording was when they decided to go deeper. And something went very wrong. Poor bastards. Let's send a signal over there and see what's under the sea. To the lighthouse.
T'es mal, style.
So, I have to send a signal to something? To someplace unknown? Doesn't sound too scientific, Elise. Let's hope I don't end up like the submarine. Doing the same shit the cult did? I done? Can't do that now. .42. It's the exact time of the attack. Did I fix it? They are all back? Pierre! My sky was torn forever. I realized life would never be the same again. And I couldn't bear this alone anymore.